up, buddy? It's Freddy Valoy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you came here through the podcast, thank you very much. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. If this is the first time you've ever encountered me, then welcome. How'd you hear about me? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the podcast as well. It's called Fred Talk, one word. I have talks with real world people in the midst of the come up, and my goal is to help people think, laugh, or get inspired to make moves in their life, right, people? It's like self-development, but also we have a good time. There's some fuckery in there as well, because that's what I am as a person. I like to get better, but I also like to fuck around, all right? I'm at heart, I'm a stand-up comedian, and that was one of the I guess, the catalyst for me starting this YouTube channel, because I want to have my cake and eat it too. And now, see, that saying in itself is a little misleading, because people used to tell me that, and I used to be like, well, if it's your fucking cake, why don't you can eat it, you know? And I'm sure other people have said that too. But the way the saying actually goes, it's you want to eat your cake and have it too. Now that makes way more sense, because you can't eat the cake and then also have it. You know what I'm saying? So by flip-flopping those, now all of a sudden that long time saying that people were saying wrong this whole time now makes a lot more sense. So this is my attempt to do that, because here's the thing. I grew up in New York, and it's awesome. I would never trade it for the world, but I don't want to go back. I don't want to have to go back for stand-up. I don't want to have to move to LA. I want to stay here in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the only way for me to do that is to have you guys, well, hold on. Let me put it on me first. I got to create good content, entertaining content you guys find worthwhile, so you can keep coming back. But if you do like the content, whether it's Instagram, my podcast, available anywhere you find podcasts, or this YouTube channel, share the shit. Help a brother out. Because I don't want to have to move to one of these big cities. I really don't. I like it here. I've been in the South about 15 years now. I just like it here. It's a little bit easier. It's nice. You see this fucking painting behind me? You know? That shit won't fit in a New York City apartment. You know? I'm gonna be living in a shoebox. We're gonna have to throw the fucking painting out. We got it off Amazon super cheap, so it doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Help me achieve my fucking dreams, baby. So this podcast is gonna have a bunch of shit. I'm gonna have my podcast videos up, you know, just me talking to the camera like this, the vlogs, which this is gonna be a part of. It may just be like a quick clip of me saying some shit that I'll also turn into audio for the podcast, but this is where we're at, people, all right? I got a fucking YouTube channel now, so subscribe, rate, and review. If you feel the content, please pass it on. That's pretty much it, people. That's it. We're here on YouTube. How you doing? How's your day? Let me know in the comments how you feeling. You know, how's it going? Look at that. Boom, we're moving here. Look at that. Ooh, we're on fucking video, baby. Ooh. Ooh. All right, we're back. See, I got anxious here and I just started dancing because that's what I realized. Like, what do you guys do? I'm an anxious person. What do you do to quell the anxiety? You know, like I've done things like I've always think about what you did as a kid and go back to that. You know, because like for me, I started riding my skateboard again. I've been getting really back into like the comic book shit and stuff like that, like science fiction type stuff. That's good. That like gets me lost. You know, everybody has their own thing. Maybe you could even, you know, masturbate to your best friend's mom, or something like that if you're a guy, or you know, maybe because that's what I did as a kid a couple times, and it fucking helped. You know what I'm saying? He's watching this right now and he's mad. All right, I've done this joke with him in the room while I'm on stage, and it's funny, people. It's just what it is. All right, we're gonna fuck around on this thing. What do you guys do for anxiety, man? I don't know. I do CBD. I'm always just trying to find the next thing to make myself feel better. It's just constantly chasing the next thing. That's what happens, I guess, when you grow up in a traumatic childhood. The first like 7 years of my life, which I guess are really important for how you conduct yourself as an adult, were super traumatic. I had an abusive father, and after he went to prison, it was when things got a lot better. There was a lot of love in my house with my mom and my stepdad and stuff, but the trauma has caused it to where like I just constantly have to be doing things. So in high school, I was an all-state wrestler, wrestled in college. You know, now I'm in sales. I was selling copiers, and now I'm selling stem cells and like surgical instruments and stuff like that, which historically are pretty like tough things to do. And a buddy of mine pointed out, and now I'm doing stand-up, and he pointed out to me, he goes, man, he's like, you just like things that involve pain. And I was like, God damn, that's so true. So true. It's just so true. Like, if anybody's in sales and you get it, it's just highs and lows. And I'm 100% commission based as well. So it's just like, you got to go out there and you got to fucking get it, you know? But I do like high pressure things, you know? Even like the skateboarding is something that's very difficult. I noticed, at least for myself, involving myself in difficult things helps. Not only with just a simple interest factor, because you have to be interested in something to do it, but difficult things tend to, you know, you got to fucking pay attention. Like, if I'm on a skateboard going down a hill, I got to pay attention, or else I'm gonna fall. And I've done that before. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys do for anxiety. But as some of us may know, a lot of times when you're feeling the least anxious is when you're living in alignment. So whatever that means for you, whatever life you're trying to live as you're trying to better yourself as a person, that's typically what it is for me. So when I'm out there and I'm working out, eating right, doing a lot of stand-up, writing, I feel the best. But then every now and then something happens and my shit falls off and I go into, you just do things that you don't want to do. You skip workouts, you eat like shit, it's just, sometimes I feel like I'm just spinning a ton of plates. Like for me to just be a normal person, I feel like I'm just spinning a ton of plates, and then eventually like they crash, I go down, I get filled with shame, and then I come back up and I do, it's just, it's what it is, And this year, for the new year, I've been focusing on stillness and not doing so much, which doesn't make sense because I just started this YouTube channel, but it's something I gotta do. Sorry, therapist. It just needs to be done, all right? So therapy, stillness, I'm out here just fucking trying to get experiences out there and knowledge. Put in the comments anything you'd like for me to include in the vlog or any questions you may have. I also do advice on my podcast. I do advice in general. And now you guys may be thinking, well, what qualifies you to give advice? You're not a certified therapist. You're not a fucking, is your stupid friend also a certified therapist, huh? That you ask for advice that you probably don't take because you're a knucklehead like me, Sometimes you just gotta learn from your own failures, but you still like to get the information to know and be like, okay, yeah, maybe I should have listened to them. But sometimes you just gotta feel that fucking burn on your own, I don't know. But yeah, this YouTube channel is, it's just gonna be my life, man. So it's gonna be evolving like all things do. You start off, it's shitty, and then it gets better. So let me know in the comments what you think. Said that a few times already, but that's cool, guys. Oh my God, interesting thing that happened to me this past week. I was on stage at an open mic, working some new material or honing in some of the newer stuff, and I got attacked by a Hispanic lady on stage. Yeah, and here's the thing is that I peeped her from the beginning, all right? So from the beginning of the show, she was walking around. You know how sometimes girls, when they would try to get a guy's attention, they don't really, a lot of them aren't really direct. It's just what it is, all right? I'm sure there's some of you out there that are direct and you go, hey, blah, 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 let me buy you a drink. That's cool, because we're in the modern age. But a lot of you don't, it's like this indirect, like, hey, let me walk by him and brush up on him and get his attention. Or let me look at him so when he looks, I give like the extra second or two of eye contact, and then I could turn away to let him know it is okay to approach. And I daydream. So sometimes I'll be looking and I see, I notice I'm making fucking eye contact with somebody. It's something I don't want to do, but it just happens. But I could tell this girl was trying to get my attention, and I wasn't really having it, because I'm in a relationship, I'm happy. It just wasn't, it was whatever, And so I go up on stage, which I'm towards the end of the lineup this night, because I'm trying to challenge myself. I've been doing comedy about 3 years now, and I want to challenge myself by either going first or towards the end when people are tired. Either the beginning of the set or the lineup when people aren't really warmed up, or the bottom when they're a little tired. They've already seen a bunch of open mic comedy, most of it bad. So I have to try to, bring the spirit up. And this person sat there at the beginning for like the first few comics. Then she got up and left, and then she came back. So after like an hour and 15 minutes, when I came up on stage, she came back, and immediately I knew, I was like, oh, this is gonna be trouble. So I'm doing my material, and she is going like just agreeing with things that they're not even questions. She's just going, yes. Yeah. I'm like, all right, I'm just trying to, it kind of fucks up your timing when she's literally front row right there. And then I had to tell her, I was like, hey, listen, can you just keep it down, please? She was like, no. I was like, oh, geez. She's a Hispanic lady. Somebody told me she was Puerto Rican, but they were wrong. So I was like, see, this is Puerto Rican people, I'm Dominican too, so I get it. We're like the same fucking people. So I was like, and then she goes, I'm Honduran. And I was like, so now at this point you go into comedy mode and you just say things just to get a rise. It's a fucking show, She was having fun. It wasn't anything like negative or whatever. So I just go, oh, Honduran, Puerto Rican, Mexican. There we go. And she gets up. Because for some reason, Hispanic people don't like to be called Mexican, even though Mexicans are the hardest working motherfuckers out here. Seriously, like, they're family oriented, they're hard working. But anyway, she took it as an insult. I was like, oh, fuck. So the crowd laughs, she gets up, she gets in my face. Now I'm like, siéntate. Siéntate. Like, I'm trying to get her to sit down. By the way, I'm Dominican and I grew up with a crazy mom, crazy sister. Like, I felt very comfortable in that whole scenario. I was smiling, I was, whatever. And I was like, siéntate. I was like, mira, look. I was like, you're making Donald Trump look right. And then people laugh, and she was like, oh my God, blah, blah, whatever. So she sits down, she spills her drink. She had to set it down to get up and accost me. She spills the drink, and I was like, oh my God, clean up aisle siete. And then fucking she laughs, and then she fucking runs off to the back. So got out of that scenario, went right back into the bit, recovered well, which is good because a lot of times I'm just now getting to the point where I can recover from stuff like that. The first couple years of stand-up, it's very like, I'm just trying to you're trying to just remember what you're trying to say. And so like outside interference really fucks with you, but my goal this year is to do more crowd work and just, I guess, expect the unexpected a little bit more. But shit is crazy out here. So I've already been attacked. By the time this will be out, February 5th is my comedy birthday, and that'll be 3 years in comedy. So yay. So yeah, I'm hitting a good groove here, having some fun. Here's the thing with comedy, people ask me how I got started. Just do things that you're interested in and go do that thing you've been meaning to do. Whether it's a podcast, a YouTube channel, whatever it is. Because at the end of the day, if you start a podcast and you get fucking one listener, it might be your significant other or like a best friend. It doesn't matter because when you have kids or you lose or you die, people have like a repository of information for you to go like listen to you, especially if it's a podcast about like getting through the tough times and stuff like that. Like your kids can listen to mom or dad go through some shit. Like if you go through on my podcast, me and my girl Rachel, we break down our breakup. You know, you get her side, how she felt, you get my side, how I felt. And I feel like that's kind of valuable for kids to listen to and be like, oh shit. Like, because eventually as you grow up, I feel like you realize that your parents ain't shit. You know, like because as a kid, you're like, oh my God, they're infallible. They're godlike. And then as you grow up, you go, oh damn, no, they got flaws just like everybody else. And it's kind of like a growing pains type thing. But imagine if your kids if I could listen to my mom like talk about, you know, how her week went or something like that, I just think it would add a little bit more. So don't allow anybody's hate or anything like that to stop you from doing what you want to do. I'm telling you, just go fucking do it. People are gonna talk shit anyway. Like perpetual shit talkers, like negative ones, not the fun ones, because fun shit talking is good. You know, if it's all fun and games, it's great. But perpetual shit talkers, they will always talk shit. So just keep doing what the fuck you gotta do. All right? A year and a half into comedy, I found out family members are talking shit about me. He's not funny, which they were probably kind of right at that point in my comedy career. But you could tell it came from a place. It wasn't constructive criticism. She didn't reach out to me and be like, hey, you know, I feel like when you tell a story, this is what you actually do. You're looking a little stiff on stage, which was actually the point. She's just like, he's not funny. Which is, yeah, it's whatever. It hurt my feelings, but at the end of the day, we got to keep going. Because then it's like a muscle too. Like the more you get your feelings hurt like that, and that like really a way that shouldn't even fucking matter, but naturally it does, you just get better at it and you start realizing that people that don't do shit love to talk the most shit. So if this vlog or whatever can help you out with anything, it's just go do that thing you've been meaning to do. This video is one of those things for me. Like this video for me was like, it took me so long to sit down and just do this. This is what happened with my Dolo cast. My Dolo cast and my podcast are solo episodes of me kind of doing this right here, but like they've gotten a lot better. I'm fifth one in, they've gotten a lot better. So go do that thing, all right? Go do it right now, all right? Pause the video and go do it right now. I'll see you in a bit. Oh shit, it's recorded.
I don't know if it's gonna fall.
Yeah, it might fall, but you know what? Sometimes when things fall, you just get back up and you get back after, right, babe?
The phone does?
Yeah, the phone does by itself, through us. You know, because we're addicted to it, so we just naturally, like, it knows that we're going to be there for it. So I fully recovered from my trauma this morning.
Oh, jeez.
Do you want to tell them what the trauma was?
You can tell them. I'm sure it will be more entertaining if you tell them.
Well, you got to learn how to be entertaining, too, so.
I don't need to be entertaining.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't. I'm perfectly happy with the way I am.
Okay.
How can you tell me if I'm happy with who I am?
Do you really know that for sure,
Yeah,
though?
I feel happy.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was testing you. You're pretty sure about yourself, so that's good. You passed the test. Yeah, I went to, somebody was being a little bitch this morning, so I was hurt, and I went in the shower and I sung, and that helped with most of the trauma. What was the song I was singing?
These broken wings.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly again. So if you're ever feeling sad, that song definitely helps.
Why were you feeling sad though?
Because I wanted to hug you this morning and you said no. No, you didn't say no. You just said you didn't want to roll over, which was probably even worse than no.
I said why?
Why? Because I love you.
I know, but I was comfortable and I was in the middle of reading about Kobe.
Oh, yes, that's sad. That's sad.
And my back hurt.
Yeah.
And you always want me to pull over to you.
I am selfish in that regard. But you know what? Here's the thing is that like I'm a very touchy person and you're not. So I feel like there's a lot of couples like this.
I feel like I am sometimes.
So yeah. I am most of the times.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I like this. So about once a week I get to take you to to the airport, roughly, to take you to work and stuff, for traveling, for work. Now you got promoted. That's my girl. She got promoted. National accounts, motherfuckers. How do you feel about that, babe? How do you feel about being a high-performing female in sales in a male-dominated industry?
It's fun.
What that life be like, babe?
It's fun.
Yeah?
Challenging. Fun.
What do you like about it?
Keeps me on my toes.
Ooh, you like being on your toes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good for you, babe. Look at you smiling. You got pants? Well, I bought her, for Christmas, I got her a bunch of fucking Lululemon pants. I ain't flexing, but I kind of am a little bit because I'm one of the top 5 best boyfriends in the world. Got her some different color Lululemon pants. She's got the fucking infinity gauntlet of pants right now.
Yeah.
You like pants. You don't wear a lot of dresses for work.
No.
Are you trying to make a statement for the dudes? Like, hey, listen, look what the fuck I got too.
Dresses aren't comfortable on planes. You normally have to iron them. My legs are clear, so I'm not trying to show everybody, blind people with my white legs.
With their white legs?
Yeah.
I like the white skin, like the pale white skin.
Pale white skin is beautiful. Mine is pale yellow. It's not like porcelain. It's like green or yellow. It's not.
Yeah, I saw a picture online of this girl who was super black, like the opposite of you, and I thought that was hot too. I think I just like extremes. I don't like my skin color. I'm like, what is this? Figure it out.
You love your skin color.
I'm just a positive person, you know. I'm just trying to be funny.
Except for this morning when you were fucking singing. Who's singing?
Take these broken wings. It's either Sting or Seal.
So dramatic.
And learn to fly again. And the water was pouring down. Dun, 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 dun. So where are you going to for work?
DC.
DC seems like a place where a lot of people fly into just for work.
It's my favorite airport.
Why?
DCA.
Why?
It's quick. It's easy. Get through TSA so fast. The rental car facility is right there.
Yeah.
It
Cool.
puts you in the middle of Northern Virginia and DC, kind of.
Now, my question is, do you have a second boyfriend there? Do you have a side boyfriend, or am I the side boyfriend?
I have several side boyfriends.
Babe, I guess
You
this is.
are
I
one
guess
of
this
those.
is a modern age, right?
You
So
are
this
one
is
of those.
this is acceptable. I just have to accept it. How many boyfriends you got?
Do I have to count?
So what's if you could give somebody like a travel tip, because you travel a lot. You're like a fucking little ninja. You remind me of George Clooney in that movie Up in the Air.
Yeah.
I feel like you're getting there.
He's mastered the whole points thing, though, and that's.
I love that when he got all the
Full
points,
job.
and then Sam Elliott at the end of the movie, you know, the guy, the voice guy, he's a big truck, because when life gets going.
No, I don't know.
You don't
I
know?
know the voice that you're talking about. I don't know who that
Well,
is.
anyway, Sam Elliott, Google him. But I feel like you're getting there with the points.
No, I have all the points. It's just capitalizing. It's a whole full-time job figuring out this credit card gives you 6 points on this, but this points go to this, and then you can transfer for this. It's a whole thing.
It is, but you know what? Life is good because some people have to ration out their medication these days, and you're worried about this. So we're doing okay, you know?
I have to ration out my medication as well.
Yeah, but it's not. It's Adderall. It was what you're talking about, right?
Of course, medications of life. No, Up in the Air is a cool movie. I don't live as much as him, and I hope my life doesn't end up like his, right? I mean,
No, he missed out on family and stuff.
yeah,
No,
he got laid off, and
Yeah.
his computer or virtual, and then
Yeah, I was trying to bring it up as a talking point, not to depress people. But you know what? Sometimes vlogs need to depress people a little bit because some of them are too happy. So this vlog gives you rhythm
back to my recommendations.
for travel.
Yes.
There we go. Let them know. Hit them with it, babe.
Packing cubes,
We're already getting to the airport. Packing cubes. Those are fucking huge.
TSA, pre-check, or global entry.
I don't fuck
Some
with
of the credit cards you can get global entry as part of your annual fee.
Okay.
And Clear is worth the money.
Okay, so because some people do like to use the credit cards to get points and shit like that. What do you recommend for that?
That's the part. You have to figure out what's important to you.
Ooh. It's kind of like life, right?
Yeah, you have to figure out if you like airline miles, or if you like status at hotels, or if you like cash back, or if you like whatever.
So different ones offer different shit.
Yeah, and
Nice.
the Premier cards are worth it.
Okay. Can any of them get you into strip clubs or VIP or anything like that?
I mean, money can get you into strip clubs.
Money can get you into strip clubs. You don't really want to bring a credit card into a strip club, really.
Probably get stolen.
Not for the dances, right?
No, those are ones.
You might need a credit card to cover the ATM charge. I don't like strip clubs for the
I
ATM.
don't think you could do ATM on a credit card.
I bet you there's
I
some
guess
that
you
do.
can. Yeah, you can do like a cash advance or cash something. It's called something like that.
Yeah. There's always a little part of me that feels like I'm taking you to like school when I drop you off at the airport.
It is kind of like school.
Right?
Adult school.
Adult school, yeah. Because sometimes you take planes with the same people and shit too, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever like...
A lot of times.
Do you ever like fucking... You ever remember being a kid on the school bus and you like want to start a conversation with somebody?
No, I don't like starting a conversation. No. I have to start conversations for a living. I don't need to do it on the side. But when I get in a good conversation, I really like it.
Yo, we out here, B. We're walking around the neighborhood now, baby. Yeah, out here I'm in the Glenwood area of Raleigh. See this? This came up last year. This mural. This is how you know your city's growing. When they put up a nice fancy mural over like a little warehouse thing, you know? That's how you know that the place is getting some culture. Another way to know that your city's growing is if you got a lot of street meats. Halal is one. Charlotte just got their first halal cart within the past couple years or something like that. So that's, to me, when they officially became a city, you know? I'm getting out of breath talking. I need to get in shape for these walk and talks, you know? That's my building back there. That's where I live. But not anymore because we just sold the place, so we're moving to a different neighborhood. We just got a house. Yay, you know? So this building right here is really interesting. It's called the Metropolitan, right? But here's the thing. They were building it a few years ago, and it burned down. Like, I'm talking about the embers from the fire reached like a mile away to where I was living across town. And they rebuilt it, and they still called it the Metropolitan. I feel like that was a good marketing opportunity for them to call it the Phoenix, you know, because it rose from the ashes. I'm corny like that, so they need to put me on the damn marketing team. So let me know what you guys think about the first vlog so far. This is my first time walking with, I got one of those phone stabilizers, aka a gimbal, and it's kind of weird just walking with it. People are definitely giving me looks because this isn't like I think in LA a bunch of people just walk around because everybody's a vlogger, everyone's a fucking screenwriter, everyone's a comedian, everyone's this that, so it's like more normal. Whereas like here I definitely get weird looks, but sometimes you just gotta be like, fuck it, B, you know? One of my best friends, Rob, he used to say, hay que ser fresco en la vida. And what that means is in life you gotta be fresh, you gotta be daring, you know? And that's so fucking true. We used to say it as a joke, but look at that, there's Clouds Brewing. Little brewery spot here in Raleigh, you know. It has cool vibes. It has a very unique vibe, unique feel inside the place. So if you're ever in Raleigh, definitely check it out. Just taking a whip around the block, the spot, aka the old spot. So right across the street, they're building. They cleaned out this like like garage type shit, and now this is one of these mixed use spaces, you know, where there's like going to be it's a food hall, some sort of food hall. And that's another thing too. Another way you know your city's growing is food halls, mixed use spaces. Everything's mixed now. Everything's being, everybody's huddling their money together to get their hustle popping, which is kind of cool, you know. Even with kids too. It's mixed kids, mixed babies are so in right now, guys. All right. So if you've been thinking about getting a mixed baby, do one. Obviously, do it legally. You know, get somebody pregnant. All right. This is the neighborhood. All right, guys, we're coming to the end of the vlog here. Let me know what you think of the first vlog. If you want me to cover anything, any thoughts, ideas, locations, anything you want to know about me, just put it down in the comments. And remember to check out my podcast. It's been out we got 40 episodes in right now. It's called Fred Talk, one word. It's a blue like podcast artwork. There's a couple Fred Talks out there, but it ain't this Fred Talk. I promise you, right? I promise you. So check it out. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week.